Hey everybody, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and fan of Jurassic World Evolution. And we're here doing Isla Pena for the 5-star look at how to do all the different campaign islands of Jurassic World Evolution. And this one, I only just recently got 5 stars on. I'm actually still in the middle of doing the missions, but since I hit 5 stars and I was recording these videos, like, oh, I'll just go ahead and do the 5 stars. You can just kind of see what I've been doing. Unfortunately, I may have to change some things because, like I said, I'm still in the middle of doing the missions, and some of the missions might require me, probably will require me to have certain dinosaurs, so I'll have to change things around a little bit. And I already had to shuffle that because the entertainment mission I just did said, hey, you need to have a T-Rex with a 300 rating, which unfortunately I already had some super predators in mind, so I literally just had to put poor T-Rex in a previous enclosure and let T-Rex just eat my other predators. So just, oh well. But this is Isla Pena, which this one is at a glance the most challenging, I think, because up till now space has always been a concern, but it hasn't been such an extreme concern as this one. You don't have quite the money issues as the last one, as Tacanho, but this one, you have very little space to build. I mean, look at this. It's very, very narrow areas. Not a lot to work with. The arrival point literally has no room. I just stuck the monorail station, because again, you got a monorail station by the arrival point, and my 2 medium power stations. Interesting about this one also, because space is so limited, I actually have to not just blanket upgrade all my stuff, even though I have the money for it, because I literally do not have room for more power stations. So that is very much a concern. So I literally had to take off upgrades from my buildings because I don't want more power stations. I can only have so many. I believe there's only 2 I have, which at one point I deleted my small one and built a medium. I don't think I have access to the large ones yet. I'm not sure which mission does that. But this area where I built all my facilities, ACU, Fossil Center, Research Center, all that, you need that on every island. So unfortunately, you just have to spend the space up there. Otherwise, 1 hotel is enough to get 5 stars here. Thank goodness, because there's not a lot of room on this park, so I built my hotel right in the middle here with a monorail station, surrounded by a bunch of facilities that you need: restaurant, clothes, and arcade. I have 2 clothes shops there. That was stupid. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, we've got 1 enclosure down here, which is my big mixed herbivore enclosure. I always try to have one of these where it's just a bunch of social and population-friendly herbivores. Just add up all their star ratings. None of them are that. What's my storm coverage like? Individually, very high rating. Okay, storm. Okay. Nice thing about this park, though, even though the storms come, it's not hard to cover everything with just a few storm defense towers. Unfortunately, I don't think I have room up here, so I might knock out my power grid, which can certainly have some problems. But so I've got 1 enclosure there. Where's the visibility? Yeah, just with these 2 right there, and then the monorail provides some visibility. I also hate that this one is permanently at night. That's very strange. They added that as like an added challenge. It's just a pain in the ass, though. It's hard to see dinosaurs, which I guess is the point. Is like if you literally try to like medicate or tranquilize manually, it's difficult. This is the one that you start off with right here. So it's useful to start with whatever little dinosaurs you need to work your way up from there. I believe I expanded it slightly bigger because I couldn't do much. Now, what I tried to do initially was cut it in half and have 2 different super predators in there, but that was not working out. Unfortunately, those super predators, the big ones, they really need a certain amount of space, or their comfort rating will just not be amenable. So, in this one, I believe there's a Baryonyx, which, when you first start this mission, it basically says, I think Cabot Finch says, hey, you don't have much space here, so just put really big high-ticket dinosaurs in there. And he's not wrong. Like, that is the way to do this one. You can see this Baryonyx worth 428, because the combat rating is 187. Now, I've done this before where if you have predators, you can feed them other dinosaurs, which will up the combat rating. Now, yeah, I can feed a bunch of Struthiomimus and it'll eat it. That's not going to change the combat rating hardly at all, if anything. You got to do ones that it's actually going to fight and not just like hunt like a goat. That they're actually going to fight each other and they'll take damage. And then if your predator wins, you'll get a nice little combat boost and it'll up the star rating. It's important for these for this island particularly, because you do not have a lot of space for all these different enclosures. Instead, you basically just have to pump up the star rating of a few select super dinosaurs, and this is a good example. So let's like release this Nodosaurus. Come on out, Nodi. You poor bastard. This is very unethical, just breeding these dinosaurs to essentially into the slaughter. And what you can do is send a ranger team. I have to get all the way down here, though. I might actually miss it before the fight happened. Look at all these people. Holy crap. Excuse me. Excuse me. So that's not the one I want. Go ahead and repair that. Oh, here's the question. Where's the actual gate, though? Where did I put the gate? Ha! There it is. Alright, so... where are you? There we go. So when it says... also, this is useful for combat assists. Is you need to heal dinosaurs while they're fighting and literally just shoot them as if you would you're medicating them. See, they're in the middle. Oh, he's not even gonna... are you gonna do damage to him at all? Nodosaurus, you suck. Well, if he gets injured... okay, that counted that anyway. Didn't even take any damage. That's how badass my Baryonyx is. But you can see their life bar will go down, and you can actually shoot them with darts, and that'll help their life bar go up. It's useful if you want to make sure your Super Predator wins. So, like, I actually released my T-Rex into a place with 2 Metricathosauruses, and I was worried that, because it would fight one after the other back to back, that the T-Rex would go down. And so I had a Jeep sitting there just shooting and healing the T-Rex. The one easy thing about this game, it's actually Jacqueline now, is your Jeeps will never be destroyed, which is something that very much happened in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis all the time. Super Predators would hunt down your Jeeps and kill the people. That doesn't happen in this one. Your Jeeps are basically immune, which is kind of a bummer, but makes it easy to just sit there and heal dinosaurs or take pictures or whatever you need to do. So Baryonyx is pumped up as a 450. That's, I think, even more than my T-Rex right now, because it has killed a lot of other dinosaurs. I've just been releasing dinosaurs, boom, 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 and it's been killing them, and that's ups that rating, and basically lets you... basically has this one dinosaur have a bigger star rating than like all my herbivores combined over here. Like, it's pretty awesome. And the other one is T-Rex, which I wasn't going to do originally because I was just going to do other predators. I've already used the T-Rex. Trying to go for that achievement. Oh, never mind. T-Rex. Holy shit. 679. Good girl. Wowzers. Alright. Yeah, so T-Rex has actually murdered quite a few dinosaurs. And it's kind of a bummer because you have to use all this space. Probably not quite this big of a space, but close to it. You can see the grassland's actually pretty close to the red. You do not want these guys agitated at all. So it's important to have these big zones. This one's probably overkill. But... I mean, those 2 super predators, they have, what, that's like 1,000 star rating between the 2 of them for these 2 zones, so I don't feel bad about that. I did, I had like a whole, mixed herbivore enclosure here, because you can't really afford, I mean, that T-Rex right there probably is 5 million, and you can't afford to do that at the beginning of the game, nor the fact that it's also, even with all your stuff in there, you probably have like a 50% chance to actually successfully incubate it. And losing $5 million on a 50% chance is very painful in the early game, so you don't want to do that. You don't want to be making these guys too early. You still want to start it very normal. Use this Ceratosaurus early on. It's a very useful one to have early because it's just an easy dinosaur to put out and still has good numbers. Eventually, then, once you get your money in a more stable place where you can feel like you can actually lose 1 or 2 of the incubations, then that's fine. Down here, I just showed basically what was in here. Literally some Pachyes and a Triceratops, kind of that small. So I've got the big mixed herbivore up here, right there, and then I've got the 2 predators here, either side, and then just a really small thing here. That's 4 enclosures. That's it. There's 4 enclosures in here. Not that many dinosaurs. In fact, what is my number? 20 dinosaurs is pretty goddamn low, and that gets me, 2,000 people, also low. But that's pretty much all you need to get the 5 stars. I hit it just at one point. I was like, oh, you get 5 stars, so And I'm still actually doing the missions. Like most of these are still, rewards are still locked. So that's kind of where I am in the game right now. But yeah, this one, I was actually surprised with how quickly I got 5 stars with this one. So the nice thing is, even though it's a really challenging island to build on, it's kind of balanced that way where you don't need all the guest numbers that you would for other parks. You just need to get relative to the size and landmass of this park, and then it'll just give you that 5 stars. But some of the missions might be a little trickier. One of them, like I said, the T-Rex wasn't that hard. Hopefully others won't be that hard, because I'm feeling pretty good at 5 stars right now. I'm just going to start letting the coffers build up and just build up that reputation until I unlock the missions. And then we'll be onward to Isla Sorna, the big one. I believe that's where Lost World takes place. And we'll do that one next time. Bye.